Hello and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming Retro Walkthroughs. This Final Fantasy III Pixel Remastered video is the first part of the 100% walkthrough, where we will be going for the Platinum Trophy and getting everything you can do in the game. This game was remade for the Nintendo DS, but this is the first English adaptation of the 8-bit game that originally released on the NES, with the pixel remastered graphics and quality of life upgrades. This game introduced the job system. Like the other two NES games, this is a very basic version of the job system, which will be explained when we get our first jobs. Check out my previous Final Fantasy 1 and 2 pixel remastered videos. Both have a 100% walkthrough and platinum trophy for both of the games. You can name your characters anything you like. I'm naming them what they were named in the Nintendo DS remake. And you start off as 4 basic onion knights, and have fallen through a cave you were investigating, and are automatically thrust in battle with the classic goblin, who made its debut in the original Final Fantasy game. You have no magic or any special abilities, you just attack until you defeat the goblins. You shouldn't need any potions if you're low in health when you are in more random encounters, as you can heal yourself at the end. There is 14 treasure chests in this dungeon. Head up and you will see the first 2 chests to get. Equip the shield on whoever, it doesn't matter, and potions are items you can use in battle and in the overworld. Potions will heal you 50 HP. Head up and press the rock to open up a passage on the right, grab the chest and then exit to the next floor. There is a chest on the left containing an Antarctic Wind, an item that casts blizzard magic, handy for the next 2 bosses in the game, and there is a chest on the opposite side. Head up and there is a chest on the right hand side, next to a spring that can heal you. There is 3 enemies you can face in this dungeon, and again the only thing you can do is attack them. You have the Carbuncle, slightly stronger than the Goblin, and Carbuncles has nothing to do with the future summoned creature that appears in future games. Blue Wisps are the strongest creatures found in the cave, and Eye Fangs, again, basic enemies. Head left, get the chest from the middle section and then continue left and enter the room at the top left exit for a boss fight, which makes its debut in Final Fantasy II. Make sure you are healed and use an Antarctic Wind, as the boss is weak to ice, but only use 1. You will want to keep the rest for another boss. Speak to the crystal to get your first set of jobs in the game. The jobs you get are all the jobs that appeared in the original Final Fantasy. You can change jobs whenever you like, but the jobs level up as well as your character that levels up, so the jobs get more powerful as well, affecting different stats depending on what the job is. Knights get stronger and more defense, magic users will get more spells and magic stats. Scholars will get more out of their items when they level up. I would recommend, as there is a trophy that requires you to level a job to level 99. So pick a white mage and they are always handy, and then never change that character's job until you get it to level 99. You can really mix and match jobs as you like. The game is still fairly easy, but does not require you to get specific jobs to defeat a certain dungeon or boss. But some jobs are better and some dungeons and bosses are easier depending on the jobs. The party I'm having at the start is a knight and monk for my damage dealers and a white and black mage, and like the original Final Fantasy, you have to buy magic. You don't have an MP pool. The more you level up, the more you can use the spells, and the higher ranking spells you can use. You can use formation to put any ranged or back users in the back so they take less damage, but if they use the weapons they are equipped, they will cause less damage. The other options in the menu screen: items is where you can access all the items you accumulate, magic is where all your magic you can see, and you can use spells like cure on the menu to cure your party. Equip is where you equip all your weapons and armor. Jobs is where you can change your jobs. Status, you can view all your character's stats. Configuration is where you can change some options. You can access the bestiary here, and you can use boost to boost your gold or XP, or both, or you can turn encounters off. Quick save is handy, as you can quick save anywhere in the game and switch your console off and go back to the quick save. As soon as the quick save gets loaded up, it's gone, and you can normally save anywhere in the world map. We can go back in the cave, as we can access the floors that the party missed when they fell to the bottom, and we can get the rest of the treasure chests. Head down and take the next right. This is a secret path, and go right through to get 2 chests. Head down to the next floor, follow the path and collect the 5 chests around the area. I would recommend putting the bronze bracers on the white mage. I always make sure that the white mage has the best defense. Longsword can be used by a knight, monks can use nunchucks, and you can equip 1 on each hand. A new thing added to the game, along with preemptive strikes where you attack first and surprise attack where the enemy attacks first, you can get back attacks and the formation will change, so the front row will be back row and vice versa. And you can pick the row option, which will take a turn to change row as how you would like it. The sleep spell is your first black mage spell, which can send your enemies to sleep when cast. After getting all the chests, always check in your map if you've gotten everything from the location. Some locations you can go back, some are one-time locations, but I will point that out. Backtrack out of the cave. Head down to visit your first town in the game. The building to your right houses the shop and the inn. You can buy some items and you can sleep in this inn for free by going up by the bed, which fills up your HP and magic attacks. You can find your first hidden item in the pot next to the bed. There are 61 hidden items all around the world, and you get a trophy for finding all 61 of them. When you look at the location on your map, hidden items are called items, and there are 6 to find in this town. Exit the inn and talk to the purple wizard and use a potion on him to get echo grass. This item cures the silence status. Go inside the house and speak to Dan, and he tells you to talk to the elder. Exit the house and enter the inn again, and pick up the hidden item in a pot in the bottom right corner. Exit the inn and head right through the trees and speak to the woman and go down the well and collect 3 treasure chests. Exit the well, buy any new weapons, armor and spell for your party. Head to the top right of the corner. There will be basic encounters in this area. Head to the house in the top left corner, and down below the house is a small grass path that will lead to a hidden item. Then head into the house and you can get a further 2 hidden items in the pots. Speak to the person who will tell you about the switch. Activate the last candle for a path to open up, and then head up and get 5 chests, and you want to learn Cure with the White Mage. Exit the house and go behind the inn and take the path you see on the right and head up and get a hidden item from a tree. Then exit the town. Head down to the next town and there will be 5 hidden items to get. Head up to the first house and head left in the tree for a secret path. Then take the next left and get a hidden item. Go back in the hidden path, head up and get 2 hidden items in the grass. You get an item called Zeus's Wrath, which will cast Thunderer in battle, and a good helm to wear. Head to the inn and speak to the ghost that's next to the table. It's this game's Sid. He tells you that his airship is buried in the sand, which is directly left of the town, so not far. Your first major quest as the Warriors of Light is to find the source of the curse and break it. Then go through the wall near the open chests, and then through the wall to get behind the table and get a hidden item in the cabinet. Exit the inn and head to the house that's north of the inn and get a hidden item from a pot. Exit the town and go in the desert area to get the airship. You can face a new enemy here, the Berserker, the strongest enemy you can face so far. It's still easy to defeat with physical attacks, it will just hit harder. The other 2 enemies you can face in this area is the Killer Bee which can cause the poison status. If you are poisoned, you will lose HP every turn, and lose HP when walking around. Cure it with an antidote item or dispel poisoner. The other enemy is the werewolf, which has appeared in the last 2 Final Fantasy games. They attack with physical attacks. Before we continue on, I would recommend to get your party to level 5, and make sure you use for the free heals at the inn. Use the airship for quick travel. The airship can't cross mountains. I guess it can't go high enough. Your next location is the castle in the northeast of this area, and then enter the left side tower. There is random encounters here. Head up to the 3rd floor and get the 2 chests. Holy arrows are used with your bow if you use one, and high potion, which restores 500 HP. Head up to the 4th floor. An enemy you can face in this tower is the Dark Eye. This is an undead creature. All undead creatures are weak against fire and cure magic or items. This chest is guarded by the toughest enemy so far, which is why being level 5 will help. Sleep doesn't work, so don't try. Attack with physical attacks and make sure you are topped up with cure. The chest contains a good sword that only the red mage can use. Another enemy you can face in this tower is the Red Wisp, which you want to get before you leave the tower. I would recommend trying to get all enemies when they first appear, as some will appear in later dungeons, and some are one time only, and some might be missable if it's a one-time dungeon. The Red Wisp counts as an undead enemy. Another enemy you can get in the tower is the zombie, a classic enemy from the last 2 games, and of course, the zombie has the undead weakness. Exit the tower and go to the opposite tower on the right side. There is no random encounters in the right tower. Go up to the 3rd floor and grab the 2 chests. Eye drop items cure the blind status. Head up to the 4th floor and get 3 more chests, and you can all pile in the single bed to rest. The Phoenix Down item can revive a character that has been KO'd. Exit the tower and head in the main castle section. Go to the 2nd floor and head through the left hand side, go through the wall with the flag and head through the secret path and the bottom left corner and go all the way right and up the next stairs and get the 2 chests on the left side, and Blizzard is a good spell for the Black Mage to learn. Head up the next path to a secret path that leads to a good weapon for the monk to use. Then backtrack to the 2nd floor and take the stairs down that's on the top right corner and get 2 chests with Gil. Exit the castle, then just to the top right of the castle is a cave over some water. Enter the cave. You might want to buy some eye drops from a shop, as there is a fair few enemies that can cause the blind status. A new enemy you can face in this dungeon is the classic skeleton that has appeared in the original Final Fantasy, and all of the enemies in this dungeon are of the undead variety, so you will only have cure that they are weak against, as you have yet to get the fire spell. Also, you will want to keep your cures just in case for healing. They are the easiest enemy in the sealed cave. Head straight down for a chest, then head to the right and up for another chest. Another enemy you can face is the Mummy. Powerful enemies from the original Final Fantasy game. They can inflict poison, so make sure they are the first enemies to attack in a group. Head down and take the bottom right exit to the next floor. Get the chest that you can see on the bottom left, and then interact with the skull at the top right to open up a secret entrance. A new enemy you can face is Shadows, skeleton-type enemies that have appeared in the last two Final Fantasy games. These can cast Blind. Go through the secret entrance and you will bump into a character called Princess Sarah. She will tag along. She doesn't appear in battle, just follows your character. Exit on the stairs on the right. Head to the bottom right of the floor for a chest. A new enemy you can face is Larva. These are weak enemies and can cause the blind status. Another new enemy you can face is Cursed Copper, another weak enemy that can cause the blind status. Head up and take the left path around and get the final chest in the dungeon amongst the bones. Head to the bottom left area and get ready to face the boss. He uses fire magic. He is weak against ice, use blizzard magic and Antarctic wind items. After defeating the boss, you will be back in the castle. Speak to the king and get the canoe, an item that allows you to progress. Before we continue, there is one rare enemy to get in the sealed cave on the second floor, the one where the boss was, and walk around until you get the Revenant, a stronger version of the zombie, then exit the cave. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, where there are more complete retro walkthroughs plus achievement and trophy guides, secrets and tips from the latest releases. Thanks for watching.